Welcome to the Non-Mean Show, where interviews is captivating and conversations is uplifting.
We also talk about the economy, the community, and self-wellness.
So catch us outside, tapping in with the community and creating adventures.
And we can't forget about the art and the community paintings. Listen, I don't know about you, but I like being healthy too. Plant Talk is coming to you. Nah, I mean,
Welcome to the Non-Mean Show. On this episode, we got a chance to catch up with the prominent artist Chaz Money. With years in the industry, here's just a few from his catalog.
The game is 75% mental. Other 25 we getting physical. That's the type of shit that we been through. See an old vibe we been through. One for the money, two for the shows, three for the bros, the D4Os. Yeah, it's getting critical. Couple hundred to dash, put the shit on the scale and it's digital. Picture me rolling the gas, got a brand new bag, you better duck. If you try me, that's just luck. For my crime, you know what's up. Like these verses, line them up. Showing off, going off. Me and Motorsport at the same speed.
Getting the chance to interview in historic buildings like the Armory is always a pleasure, with Presidential Studios sharing space with the legendary Albany Patroons. As we set up, we had to catch the great vibes what the studio gives off, kicking off in smooth fashion. Nah, I mean. Welcome to the Nah I Mean Show. It's your boy No Face Rel.
And I'm Shooty Artist, nah I mean, and this is gonna be a wonderful, wonderful episode.
So today we got my brother Chaz Money.
Dog.
What's going
What's
on,
up, man? Here with the guys, here with my brothers, man. They doing amazing things, amazing work out here. Upstate, man, where we reside, and I'm honored to be here at the Red Table, man.
Fire.
The guys, man.
Facts.
So this has been a highly anticipated interview. Like 2 years in the making, we've been trying to get around to Chaz, but we finally got the opportunity to make this happen for the first episode. So we're gonna get right into it. The reason we here. So we got the music mogul, not only the rapper. He's putting other artists on in the community and tri-state as well. What's some of the things that inspired you to even start rapping?
Man, that's easy, man. Like, I get inspired every day by different things. But from the start of it, the origin of it, man, everything starts at home. And it was the family, it was the household, it was the big house, the big family that I was raised in. My extended family, my cousins or my brothers and sisters as well. So it's like, the cookouts, the birthday parties, we getting together, we dancing, we vibing, but it's music. Music always played a big part. And it was specifically one cookout at my uncle's crib, and me and my cousins and brothers, we just ran down on my pops and my uncles and was like, yo, we want to rap. And they took us serious, you know what I mean? And we was just young having fun, but they took us serious. And then, they put us through that artist development that was like different, at that time.
So, can you remember what age you were when you really made your first song that you could remember?
Oh, man. My cousins and my brothers would kill me, bro. I was 10 maybe, 11. Definitely elementary school. We had shit on tilt already up here, upstate. We came from Queens, and it was just like, we adopted a lot of what we seen back home in Queens and then brought it upstate and was like really young. So now it was a group of us. So that age range, I was probably 10, 11, and the oldest might have been like 13, going on 14.
That's fire. So with the rap game constantly changing and you being in the industry for 20 plus years, you feel me? Like,
Yeah.
how has music like changed the way, like you change your music, or how has it influenced your music when you writing?
Mm, that's a ill question because it's like it could change again today, tomorrow. Um, I get excited, I get motivated, I get that extra push knowing that I look at it like the NBA draft, the NFL draft. Every year, every few months, we turn around, it's the next artist that's doing some groundbreaking type shit.
Facts.
Um, and that is only because of the evolution of the music. It's only because it keeps changing. If it wasn't that, then I don't know where any artist would have the hope to be in the next ill thing. You know what I mean? For me personally, I'm big on originality, sticking to my script. Um, I heard someone say it. I don't follow the script. I am the script.
Mm-hmm.
Um, Having that creative freedom to do whatever I want.
Yeah.
Um, then I'm able to change at my own pace, as well as keeping up to date to what's going on. But I think it's beautiful that it changes, and that's what keeps this shit growing.
Yeah.
And as an up and coming artist or a new artist or someone who's been scratching the surface for a minute like myself,
That's a fact.
it's just that's the beauty of it.
So, growing up, who would you say was one of your first influences on your music? Like, as you said you're original, right? But
Yeah.
everybody is a mix of XXXYZ influences. Who would you say is
Yeah.
your top three?
All right, so one of them is up on the wall right now behind me.
Okay.
Chris Cross, me and Dane's my cousin brother. Um, that was the lifestyle. We adopted that immediately. Like, um, they whole swag. Like, we went to school wearing our shit on backwards, like jeans, shirts, hats, like socks, shit inside out, and it was like we was able to see our peers doing it on a large scale. So Chris Cross was like fire. But I take it back to in the crib like Heavy D, Lost Boys, Mob Deep, um, Biggie Smalls, like Mama Love, like she played like, like her R&B, but she also knew what was hot on the rap note back then. So like Heavy D, Biggie Smalls, Busta Rhymes, uh, it was played in the crib. I remember as early as like fourth, fifth grade, like doing a talent show and performing Biggie and One More Chance, and just like that's when I like to perform. That kind of like struck a nerve. That was fire.
Word.
Chris Cross, Biggie Smalls, Lost Boys, Mr. Cheeks.
Fire.
Yeah.
So, with you not only being a artist, but having your own artists under you,
Right.
what's some of the things that you tell them, far as like not only their writing patterns, but like far as to get they voice out there, like what's some of the things they should be doing?
Yeah, the artists that I work with, um, honestly, we have a relationship more or less to where they're not really under me. So the artists that work inside of me, for whatever in different fashions, I see myself in them. Um, and they're as young as 21 to 14 to as old as I am, young as I am, but they workaholics outside of their talents, and I just tell them to put your head down and just work, bro, and actions speak louder than words. So you're not gonna outwork me. You know what I mean? I'm here with you. Y'all, the bros caught me at work. Like, this is what I love to do, And I understand that balance of like what you want to do and what you're supposed to be doing is crazy. It's critical for people. Like I've over the years, it became a practice to where everybody around me respects this studio time and this creative time.
Facts.
From my daughter to, you know, me and her one-on-one in the crib. She knows daddy has studio time. You know, lucky girl, she knows studio time. You know, I don't get the phone calls and like, you know, I've sat in sessions with others and, yo, I gotta go because I gotta do this or I gotta do this. And granted, you know, my family has supported that. And so I've always had, you know, the home studio to even the big $100,000 studios that I could go in and like push play and record. I got spoiled to where I sacrificed everything else and said, this is what I'm gonna do. I'm just gonna live in this studio and create my kingdom, my environment based on that. So most of my friends, I feel like minds are the ones you're gonna connect with people. If studio isn't fun for you, then you're not really gonna be a Chaz friend.
Word.
You know what I mean?
Word.
If my girl isn't super supportive of my music, I don't think she could
That's a
really
fact.
love me as a whole. Cause this is what it is.
Yeah.
So she has to
That
she
makes
has to
you
like a lot of this, right? And so when you get people like that around you, they just become super supportive. My friends, family, the people that's around me, like, nah, bros, go ahead.
Going back to you having the artists and stuff, what would you say is the biggest things that new artists getting into the game today face?
What the biggest challenges they face to get into the game?
Yeah, like what do you think is one of the biggest blockers or like stopping them from getting to that next step?
I would say like simply, it's where talent is gonna meet the business. Some people are just super talented, bro, and they don't have the business intellect or the business team around them to kind of display this talent the way it needs to be. The person at the right age and at the right time has that talent and that business kind of mindset, or those two things working, coexisting. It's like that's when they're on the verge of like breaking through some doors, I feel like.
So to get on to like the longevity,
and that's challenging for any new artist.
Word. But on the longevity of your career, and I know you done hit the road dozens of times. What's some of the most memorable times you had being on the road?
Bro, there's so many moments, and it's crazy because those are the moments that go like that. You know what I mean? And you try to embrace it, but you caught up. Those are the moments you get caught up in. So like being in Colorado Springs somewhere performing, coming from small city Albany, was kind of like plenty of moments, like just throughout that day. Being in certain like green rooms and seeing who was there before me, like, so I left college, went on tour with, Pusha T and Malice and the whole re-up gang. I was on, you know, playing ball. I had no reason to leave college. I was doing very well. It's probably like a B, C student in high school, and you know, basketball allowed me to play at a collegiate level, and I was doing my thing. I wouldn't have made it to the A, but you know, overseas or anything. But I got a phone call, an opportunity to hit the road with Pusha T and Malice, and we did 30 cities, bro, 3 months, something crazy. Basically, did like a lap around the country.
Fire. We gotta get recognition.
Fire.
30 cities. That's
The Hell Have No Tory. The Hell Have No Fury tour. Hell Have No Fury tour. Word.
Hey, that's fire. That's fire. So, with all your experience and knowledge, how do you feel about the technological advancement of the music industry so far? Like, you've seen how they went from vinyls and cassette tapes, and now it's
Yo,
just a digital file. Remember, you used to
it's
be able
crazy.
to buy a ringtone
Mm-hmm.
at the store. Someone's
Mm-hmm.
walking around, just plug it in your phone and
Mm-hmm.
stuff like that. So, how do you feel about it, and what's some of the ways you're going to utilize this new technology?
But that so I look up to folks like Guru, Swiss Beats, Dre, people who like self-taught, but then is also educated themselves at the same time. And that's the path that I'm type on right now. So I have my bachelor's in the next year, whatever, for audio science. But I think back when I was young, like we used to record Hot 97 when we went down to New York. We used to record the radio
Fire,
stations
yeah.
and then bring the
That's
songs
fire.
back upstate
Mm-hmm.
on tape cassette so that we could have the new music because upstate was fake slow.
Oh
So
man.
it'll come out like 2 weeks later up here on the radio or something. But you'll know the song is out.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It might be on BET or something, but so I remember doing shit like that, you know what I mean, with the technology.
That's
And
crazy.
then even from my cousins and my brothers, we used to record on our Sony stereo boxes, bro, like our radios, bro. We would record, you know what I mean? Dubbing over cassette tapes. It's crazy, like it's crazy, bro. So getting into the studios, like when Pops built the studio, when my uncle built the studio in his basement for us, and like 8 tracks and like the ADAT systems, and recording on big ass like movie cassette shape looking shits, bro.
Oh
Like
my
having to
god.
insert them shits and like play and record. If you fuck up, you gotta like rewind all the way back. Like messed up, you had to like do the whole show over. But being young, soaking all that up, that kind of like it gets you open for whenever any new piece of equipment drops. If you're in that field of like touching studio equipment, it's like, oh, that's fire, bro. Yeah, so it's like it doesn't matter how younger I get or older I get. It's just like it's only gonna make it better. Like it's only gonna make it better.
That's a fact.
Or it's fine.
So to break off a little bit and get into more of the industry, and now that a lot of the smoke has started to settle for most part,
So,
what's your take on this whole Kendrick Drake Drake beef, and how what's your outlook on it, and where do you see this thing potentially going?
I think I had a mix of emotions as it even transpired. I know in the beginning, it's like, yo, I'm here for all this. Like this, it just seems like it was a lot leading up to it.
Mm-hmm.
Um, and then I felt like, J. Cole was kind of like just in a way. And then the overspill came when Drake had like the whole industry kind of like
Yeah.
on his neck, like, yo.
Facts.
I felt like Drake was kind of firing back, bro, and I'm like, oh shit, like,
Word.
and he kind of was on his like back to back shit, like, oh, you about to, you know what I mean, do how you did it like back then, but Kendrick dropped, and at first, as like a New York rapper, as a lyricist, as like, I was like, oh nah, like, where's Kendrick? He really wild now, but I was still like, I don't know Drake, but yo, I swear, every time I hear that "Not Like Us" shit,
Yeah,
that shit is probably one of the dopest rap records, bro.
yeah,
Like, besides it being a diss song,
yeah,
that shit wavy, bro. That shit wavy, bro. Niggas in New York is jacking it. And then I just take it like that whole West Coast, New York, East Coast shit, bro. It's just both sides. It's just opposite poles of the magnet, but they work perfect together. I think of Dr. Dre and 50 Cent. You took a nigga from Queens, from the second home, and it's like when you listen to Wangsta and certain beats, bro, these is like West Coast beats
Facts.
only. Like,
yeah,
so you get a New York nigga wilding on them shits, and that's how that shit, it works. New York niggas, we not opposed to that sound,
Word.
really. You know what I mean? It's just, maybe context, what they be rapping about, we may not understand.
yeah.
But Kendrick, he made sure that, like, nah,
You know, it's
you niggas gonna catch this shit.
I always said the same thing. I agree. Like, like they wear Nike Cortez, we wear Uptowns. Like it's just a different
Yeah,
vibe. That's
yeah,
it. But we
we
all
throw
want to.
some dicky shit on, but
Yeah,
it's just not gonna look like
yeah. They might
how they
sag it a
do
little
it.
lower. You
Yeah,
feel me? But
yeah.
we all from the same
We
spectrum,
all from, man.
same tree.
When real ones meet, it should be a treat, man. So, I don't know what your boy Drizzy gonna do. You know what I mean? He could just make a couple smash records for the ladies or something, and like, never mind the situation,
Yeah,
time to heal that. But K-Dot, man, he did it.
yeah.
You take down,
Yeah.
the top dog. You take that spot.
Word.
That's a fact. So, keeping it on, the rap game and stuff like that, you're
Yeah,
one of the pioneering rappers in the 518, right?
for sure.
How do you feel about the music industry politics in the 518? You feel me? You think it's
Oh
gotten
man,
better over the years? It's gotten worse? You know,
I'm sure it's the same. Every small town, small city, to where, um, a few may have scratched the surface, but it hasn't been that big blow up yet. Um, and with that, if you from any neighborhood like where I'm from, then you got the crabs in the barrel, like, you know what I mean.
Word.
There's so many stories out there of people who left their hometowns to go chase their dreams and then bring it back home. And I feel like when it's not a major circuit city, that's kind of what we have to do. We have to realize that we have to get 100 miles north, south, east, west
yeah.
away from us.
Yeah.
We have to get their attention.
And
And
then bring it back
yeah, rather than everybody fighting
for the attention
for
that's
that.
here.
It's
Like,
like the day you from Albany, the day you say you want to be a rapper, you just go right on Facebook or something. I rap, put a song out, video. You are now in that spectrum of local rappers. You know what I mean?
and also, do you feel like a lot of new rappers skip those essential steps that people like just doing music in general had to do back then? You feel me? You feel like it's
Yeah,
a lot of
for sure.
just quick and instant
Oh, I can't
music.
stand it.
That's
Yeah,
why it's not as much
yeah,
substance.
yeah. And that's a great point, bro, because that's the internet doing that. It's making you feel like Texas can come to me, Florida can come to me. I don't have to go there. And systematically, we may just be feeding into what they really want. But yeah, so not putting any real footwork in and touching road and like really showing face, pulling up to events, being supportive of other things, and thinking that you can just do it all from your computer at home.
Would you say that they're delusional for thinking that a little bit,
Yeah,
especially in this day and age?
yeah, yeah.
Because I feel like the problem with most upcoming artists is that
Mm-hmm.
no one knows they exist, and they only want to use the social media platforms. But most people don't use the social part of the media. You don't
Mm,
comment, you don't
mm,
like, you don't
right.
share, you don't
There's no
inboxing.
engagement.
Yeah, it's low engagement.
Yeah.
So how do you expect to get engagement if you're not engaging with people on the right?
And then I'm not gonna hold you. See, my team, man, and I don't know how I got this far in the interview without shouting them out, but so my pops, Majestic, my uncle Majestic, man, my pops Powerful to Rap Deals, Zeus Lightning, Intel, um, we got this this thing to where we set the standard and we trying to break barriers. Like, so we always was like, nah, we gonna use us. You know what I mean? So for artists trying to break certain barriers, another challenge is when you get these pay for plays and these people who are faking positions of like gatekeeping.
Yeah.
But when you got a team that like I'm blessed to have, that's just on some like, nah, like how can we you bugging? Like what we gotta do to like put it on us. And that keeps me like just trying to stay well calculated and shit like that. And I feel like that is terrible. Like, bro, I can't even my inbox on Instagram is nothing but people trying to get money out of an artist that like and it's kind of disgusting, bro.
Yeah.
So you get it from from where we at, and it's some folks out here with some bigger bags, and they got the bags, so they willing to pay for what to make it look like how it's supposed to look like, but like we saying, but then you're not going out there and really touching the field, touching these platforms, and you're putting your face out there because you just kind of letting the bag talk to you,
Word.
rather than like that bag and that talent. It's nasty for any upcoming artist. It's nasty. Uh, like I said, I'm blessed to have a fire team. They put me on. They keep me on game. Chaz Money is LLC. Can't nobody own my motherfucking name. That's how I'm coming into the game. So,
So speaking of Chaz Money
mm-hmm,
and being a versatile artist,
mm-hmm.
what is the theme that you try to set and try to portray to the fans, and what should they expect when they hear your music?
um, Relativity. Um, what was I just listening to? I forget. I was just listening to a song, and it was just like, you ever had those moments where the song is like, all right, you just speaking for me right now.
Mm-hmm.
So if I'm down, I know I want to make some uplifting type of music.
Right.
Now whether I put the song just in a major key to keep it bright, or if I lyrically put that type of context in it to be uplifting, then that's where the music is like healing and is working for me. Like, so I don't know if that answers your question, but
Okay,
does it?
cool. Does that answer your question? Okay, it answers no face questions. So one of the main things about the music industry, because yes, you do it, you love it, it's your hobby, you do it. No one has to tell you nothing about it, but you would love for it to pay your bills and take care of the family.
Oh
So
yeah.
what are ways, some new ways that you can monetize your music, and what's some of the old ways that you used to monetize from your music?
Hey yo, listen. So that's a great question, man. All Most of these platforms, as an independent artist, you're able to monetize. Um, having something that's sellable, marketable, and then how often can you display that? How often can you restock that? How often can you show that skill, that talent? Uh, am I going off your question?
Yeah, you good.
All right, so yeah, like I feel like using these platforms, like you said, not just to like post random things, have a purpose, being strategic, using the algorithm, seeing what works and doesn't work, and being consistent. Um, get around some good people. You have to get out there and network and meet some people that have good faith and good purpose and good energy and are on those type of frequencies.
Word.
Because that's what I'm blessed with. So I have a team like Pyro Luke Kane, my cousin. He's out in Connecticut. We got like 5 placements right now on video games. Me myself on 2 right now, Black Ops 6 and NBA 2K25.
That's fire, bro.
That's fire.
Bro.
You said 2K25?
Yeah.
Okay.
Black Ops.
And
Yeah.
Black Ops, listen, look out for Black Ops and 2K25, y'all.
So watch out for Chaz Money, Pyro.
Yeah.
No, he gonna be with you while you play the video game.
Yeah, bro.
That's fire.
And so it's like years of just, having good people around me and everybody just scratching and peeling away at the ultimate goal, you know what I mean? Because life hits everybody at different times.
Right.
And sometimes that shit comes at full speed and you don't, so, like, but to know that like, yo, I'm on top of my game and so-and-so is over there, like, in his own world, but still on top of his game in some way to reach this ultimate goal is like, you have to. I mean, in whatever field, whatever careers you choose, you have to go be around
the people that know what they
bro.
doing.
Everything is all about who you know.
Facts. So getting into the new age thing, how do you feel about AI? Like, can we expect like a AI Chaz Money in the future?
So I'm about to, yo, bro. I'm not gonna hold you. Like, I love my music, like, very, very so much. I love my music, but like, at the end of the day, like how you do your paintings, there's a price on all my songs. I very well, I would know what problems I don't sell one of my records. I'm not overly emotionally attached to my words that I put out there. And so, however that dollar comes, you want to use a Chaz voice, it's crazy, but send that bread. I feel like.
Wait, so you'll be renting and leasing out the Chaz Money voice?
Oh, but no, why not?
Okay, be on the lookout, Chaz.
AI, like, yeah, like.
That's fire.
You want a Chaz voice? Like, what, bro? Like, yeah, take my shit. Like, what? I'm gonna just say it wasn't me. Like,
Word.
I'm still over here.
And all that's gonna do is shed some light on your actual work.
Yeah.
So it works hand in hand. Like,
yo, Dill says some shit. My brother Dill says something like, it has to be taught to us. The same way everything else is taught to us, like last, and these wasn't his exact words, but like, we have to be in those offices that are like developing these AI programs and shit like that, so that they work for us as well.
True.
Because you go type into it right now, what I gotta put, like, use hip hop slang if I wanted to sound like it came from me.
Yeah.
Or I don't want it to sound like I went to I didn't go to Berkeley or like Harvard or like Oh,
I want this to sound like me. You feel
yeah.
me?
So I feel like us not being in those rooms will it'll counter it'll mess us up. Like, but like if these, I want to teach my daughter how to use it. It's fire, bro.
Yeah.
We had like axjeeves.com. I don't know if y'all
Word.
use that, but like
Yeah, I remember
that
Ask
was
Jeeves.
as close as we got to AI. Like
Yeah.
you was able to ask that shit like anything you wanted, and it would give you the answer.
Yeah.
So if my daughter could,
And then right now,
give her a better answer,
yeah,
like
instead of
how am I
going through the
opposed to that?
whole, instead of going through the whole textbook,
Kidding me?
you can find that answer just by asking where, you feel me, like
Kidding
in
me?
one shot. So
Having a daughter, bro, she like you. I see like the amount of information that she retains from school compared to like her social environments and like TVs, everywhere else. Like, bro, you kidding me, bro? Like, you probably remember 25-30% of your school by the time summer comes, and like all the shit that you gonna remember from the crib
yeah,
and your social environments when you out and about. So I mean, you go do some, she AI something and she reads it and then it sticks to her like that. Well, what's the difference between that and her like taking 3 months of schooling on it? And she's gonna forget it because she's not even interested in it. You only retain with 25-30% of that. You don't remember that.
You keep doing this shit, repetition.
Yeah, hell yeah.
word.
Hell
So
yeah.
with outside of music, what's some things that as far as you try to do is like just being an entrepreneur and just trying
Yeah.
to just career wise money, like you into like stocks or the crypto.
Oh yeah. See, and again, man. See, my friends is. This is why, like, you know what I mean. Shorty, lady, don't beef for nothing, cause I don't do my friends are my business partners. So it's like, you know, the financial conversations that we have, I put into activation every day. Credit score up, stocks is there, but I'm into some long-term investing right now. I kind of got out of the short-term thing. Um, um, I opened up a studio this past year in a beautiful establishment.
Amazing.
We have 3 other studios that we kind of like keep for the home team. But using my talents on the engineering tip, man, um, that keeps my head way above water. Um, I
Can you
would
see
say,
yourself starting a business like Nip, like having a Chaz Money store somewhere?
hmm, that's fire. That's fire. So PPM is Powerful Productions and Management, and Powerful is my pop's name. And it's crazy because one of my clients the other day was like, "Yo, what is this? Chaz Money Productions?" I'm like, "Damn, that kind of sound kind of fire." Then it kind of sounded like Powerful Productions and Management. I'm like, "Yeah, I do like some Chaz production and management," but I would feel like later on down the line, because you have to be honest with these artists, and I'm not gonna. I want my manager to put kind of my life ahead of theirs,
Mm.
and I'm not in position to do that for an artist right now.
Yeah.
So that would just be me selling a dream. I'm not with that. Granted, I may have the resources, but
That's dope.
Yeah, I feel you on that. So you are well traveled. You've been to a couple different countries, you know.
yeah,
What country or place would you retire at? You know, you feel me? Or if you ever do retire at, you know, where can they find Chaz Money when you 70
well,
after you put in work?
that's wild. That's wild. I'm not gonna hold you. That's a fire question that I'm just not even ready to answer yet because That's wild. Like I gotta travel some more, I guess. Like I ain't gonna hold you. Ain't none of them shits felt like home. Like, like oh, home. Like,
Thanks.
I could do
I ain't
this.
feel right here.
I ain't really felt that. Not at one of them, but I mean, on some like retirement home, that's why I always. My grandmother, like, well, before she passed, she did her thing. She traveled Vegas, all over Texas, Atlanta. That's fire, like to think, like, you know what I mean? My daughter be somewhere chilling, I could just really go chill out. I don't know, man. That's crazy. That's crazy. That's
Yeah,
a fire
man.
question.
Yeah, it's something to think about,
That's a
because
fire question.
tomorrow's not always promised,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
sometimes we always caught up in the now or in the past or even in the future. But what are what are we gonna do today to make tomorrow and the day after that count, to make it more productive? We're gonna waste today, or we're gonna spend an hour being productive? Because even if you spend an hour, at least if you do that every day, it's compound interest versus
Yeah,
compounding nothing. So
man, this shit is like that starving artist, and bros can relate, bro. It's a real lifestyle that you.
no, facts. Heavy on the starving artist, y'all. You feel me? Cause you gotta really develop your craft. People just be thinking, "Oh, I'm gonna just do this cause it look easy." No, you have to sit here and develop your version of
Yeah,
what
boy.
is going on,
Gangsta.
people.
And that's all it's about. Like I meet new artists. I meet new artists, like, and it just be like, yo, just eliminate all the distractions, bro. Like what you choose, you really. I look back and it's like, yo, you really choose what life you want to have. Kind of crazy.
Word.
The moment you grow the balls, though, you know what I mean. Pause. Like the moment you feel man enough, woman enough to make your own godly decisions, bro, you about to choose what lifestyle you want to have.
Word.
And so music, yeah, the family help by having it, you know what I mean, in my face. But I chose to stick with that and sacrifice, a couple homies, couple bros. They might be getting jiggy, you know what I mean, getting money or whatever they do. I'm like, yo, I gotta lock in over here because this felt better.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Um, and when you scrambling and gambling, it don't always feel good.
Yeah.
Even when, you know what I mean? Because the
Word.
shit's so uppity down. It's
Yeah.
like, you know what I mean? And it takes a certain character and a certain type of self-discipline to be successful even at that. So
Word.
why use that type of brain power for that if this over here fake feels good? It's working for me. And my growth as a rapper, I know like 15, 16, I thought I'd do the next nicest thing. Probably wasn't ready. 21, I just wilded out. I mean, I've experienced crazy tours and met with Jermaine Dupri's and like had these crazy moments to where it's feel like, oh, this is about to be it, and then it doesn't really happen. But I never got discouraged. I just felt like I'm gonna just get better at what I already. The fact that I haven't made it yet doesn't mean I love this less. It still feels amazing to go in the studio, make a record. That feeling never left.
Word.
So to me, that's fire. Like
Yeah.
that's the
Yeah, it's powerful.
yeah. Like there's no stopping that, bro. You can't really fuck with that. Like there's no. I'm only gonna get better.
Word.
So,
So constantly, I am hearing new music and
yeah.
new sounds, and always catch myself like, damn, Chaz Money would be dope on this song. Like what's some artists, new and old, like, that you would see
New
yourself,
and old.
yeah, that you would see yourself potentially working with, or
Let
if
me.
you had the chance to.
I don't even know what's old because like old would be like probably man like bro like I want to work with everybody
Word.
because I feel like that's the type of work I put in
Yeah.
to be able to work with. So it's like I never really want to limit myself by saying such and such artist, but of course I have my favorites. Like you know what I mean, like
of course,
song with Jay-Z. You kidding me?
Yeah.
Jadakiss, Fab. J. Cole, Kendrick.
Word.
I mean, it would just be fire, but not like on the new rappers. Man, fucking with Leaf Ward, fucking with Roddy Rich, fuck with Boss Man, D-Lo. I fuck with Millie's. Fuck with Millie's. I fuck with
Yes, it's a lot of artists.
Chef G and the guys.
Yeah.
I like them. 5E, the boy. I feel like what Anthony Edwards say to Team USA?
Oh, I'm the
Yeah, they gotta fit in with me.
Yeah, they gotta fit in with me.
They gotta find where they could fit in on the track with Chaz.
Yeah.
And then that's what makes that hot. Like
word.
Then because I'm gonna be the voice that pierces through on the track.
Mm-hmm.
It's gonna be a Chaz record hour.
Yeah.
It is what it is.
Yeah.
For real, bro. But yeah, I don't want to mess with like no slouches though. Like I don't really want.
Like the little song.
Yeah. And I feel like once they get this project that I'm almost done with dropping, once they get this, alright.
You're gonna get right into this though. But far as almost done.
They gonna find where they can fit in with me.
The work and the time I've been seeing you just putting into dropping this album, like I don't even want to tell the people, the preview of what I've heard, but like what's the your goals on dropping this album, like
hey yo, I'm the golden child. I'm the one who chose himself to I'm going against the grain. That's just how it is. I'm the one that create the waves, go in the barbershop, listen, man, you can go against the grain, man, because my shit is natural. It's real. And it's authentic. And I don't have to this right here is like you looking at they say a model is just the imitation of the real thing. So all I was doing over the years was just molding this perfect model that people around me get to look at and see. But now this shit is like polished and in its real form now. Like, so that is what they about to get hit with. They're about to get hit with that.
So it's like looking at that prototype car, you feel me?
Yeah.
Like that shit ain't coming out.
And
then
shit hit the
street. When you see the preview, you like, oh nah.
Oh nah, bro.
Nah, I need that.
I'm not playing.
I need that.
I'm not playing. And it's crazy because music is so powerful that it could pull all these other ideas. And when you got a team working with you, I could record a song right now that us be sitting here and be like, nah, it's fire. And then it kind of changes the whole direction of where we was going creatively. So being spoiled with the studio, I just have a surplus of music. I have hard drives on top of hard drives of music that just ain't been dropped yet. And so the past year I've really focused in on these 10 records that are kind of a little bit of everything, but the one greatness that you're gonna get from it is that it's Chaz. Sounds like nothing else out there. I made sure that it's friendly to the ears. I'm not like, and that's where I'm at with it. Like I'm so humble, and I feel like this is just about to be like the new beginning of like, now I gotta show my ass like
Word.
on some like, you know, top 10. Yeah, this is
Time to put the foot on the necks.
Yeah.
Feel me?
Yeah.
Knock down a couple doors.
Yeah. Facts.
I'm totally with it. Definitely can't wait to hear it.
So we almost done, right? And so next week, wait, what's today's date? 31st, man. The 31st of July, we gonna drop Almost Done. I'm gonna give y'all 4 of my favorite tracks. And they're only my favorites because there's stories behind what went into making these 4 records, and that are kind of like traumatic for me. So I want these to just kind of like be put out there first, so that the people know what to expect. And then the title of my album is You're Done. It's just, you know, that's a part of Chaz. That's in my vocab. Like, you might just hear me like on some like, yo, you're done. Like, cut the jokes. Yo, you're done. You're done. So, and then, you know, it's the whole idea of like a man's job is never done.
Word.
And what does you're done mean to you? How does that apply to you in your life and whatever? You know what I mean? So you see today people put out all these like goals, like they want to reach, you know, financial goals and body weight goals. And it's like you put in the work, you set the idea, you put the idea out there, then a plan, and you activate that plan, and then once you're done,
Word.
like there's no better feeling.
Yeah.
So you might just keep going, like. And so once this tape hits, like it's supposed to hit, I'll be able to scream like, yo, you're done. Like, that's like when like Kobe or somebody's like calling his shot before it hit the rim, like game over, like you're done. Like, I'm here now and I'm setting the standard.
Solidified.
Right, we're gonna get back to rapping again.
So,
Facts.
Where can the people find you at on social media and your music on different platforms?
Oh, for sure, man. I'm everywhere, man. I'm hard to catch, but I'm easy to find. Instagram is Chaz Money, CHAZ Money. I mean, you know the vibes. We've been rocking on that platform for a minute now. I also have my Sunday Dinner Freestyle page. Make sure y'all tap into that. Mr. Sunday Dinner himself is the AKA. Facebook, Twitter, TikTok, Chaz Money, CHAZ MONEY. Man, listen, man, rap deals, you know how I feel. That's the network.
Do.
It's the Nah Mean Show.
It's the Nah Mean Show. Nah Mean Show.